Hi you guys, my name is Guru Shiki and welcome to my beautiful channel. This is a requested psychic celebrity reading between Nicki and Drake in their relationship. So basically I just shuffled the cards and I'm just gonna tell you guys whatever comes up in my channeling. You guys can request who you want me to do one on next. I know someone requested Fantasia Barrino. I will probably get to that one next. And Chris Brown. But let's see what's going on with the situation. So this card gives me the energy like Drake obviously is like ride or die for Nicki. Kind of like treats her almost like a sister in a way, like very protective, overprotective of her. I feel like she's kind of turned him into like a feminist, or he's just a feminist in general. Like, maybe he's learning, or he has learned that women get treated differently in the industry. And he's literally very protective of her. But I do get more of like a sister energy. Like he likes to joke around every now and then. Like you guys seen about her ass and stuff in videos, and how pretty she is, but it's all in a playful manner. I guess I feel like he never wants to come off disrespectful towards her. Never that, like, because they do often work together. Like, I feel like he wants to keep his connections, especially with female artists, like, um, in a manner where he just doesn't offend them, like, really tries to go by their wants and needs kind of thing, especially with Nicki, very, like, high regard to her. There is and was a time where he had like a huge crush on her, I feel like. But I do feel like she did shut him down a couple times because I feel like they, I feel like they both kind of feel like work and romance don't kind of mix or something like that. But I feel like in the back of one or both of their minds, like they kind of feel like if they didn't work together, maybe. Um, but like they never know. Like I feel like they both could, if they wanted to have a romantic interest in one another, they could. But something is keeping them from having that kind of connection, whether it's out of respect, whether it's out of like not wanting to mess up business, and so forth. But there has been occasions where Drake had to stand up for Nicki a lot in the industry, especially dealing with Young Money and her having to deal with a lot of men in the atmosphere. Like I just see a lot of fighting for her, and then viewing her as like a sister from this card. Um, I feel like Nicki really likes the admiration from Drake a lot. Like it makes her blush nonetheless. I feel like she does think he's really cute. Um, they both have this kind of like they have this like low key chemistry or flirting going on, or kind of like they're both kind of like, oh, maybe next lifetime kind of feeling. Um, but then again, they never know because I feel like they're kind of both open in the sense of like if it was the right place, the right time. You never know because I feel like if you put both of them in the right situation, the right setup, the right everything, they both have privacy even. But their lifestyles aren't very private at all whatsoever. Because there's been times where they both maybe came close to it, maybe even had like a little play date or something. But nothing that grew to anything serious. But it's like they understand that the exposure is real in the industry. But they're definitely teammates as far as business and even personal life. They could speak to each other every now and then. Ask each other how they're doing, like through text messages and everything like that. Because I do think they value like true connections with people, with other people. um, I do think he was really supportive of her when she was dating Meek Mill, but in the end, it's like I feel like Drake always feels like he can treat people or women better than anybody. So that's kind of like the energy I'm getting. Um, Or it could have even been like a told you so energy. So maybe he could have been like in her ear, like, I don't know about this man or whatever. Um, or he could have been thinking, oh, you could do better. Like he keeps her in very high regard. Like, do you see your worth? You're worth more than this person, such and such. Could have even been with her when she was going through a heartbreak or a breakup or whatever. Um, see what else. I do feel like he gives her gifts out of just being nice. She kind of gets flattered by that, but she knows that kind of comes with being a celebrity and a star and stuff like that. Like any other woman that could work on, like if Drake buy gifts for a woman because they're not used to it, that can make them like drop their pennies. But with her, it's different. She's used to being like spoiled and gifted. But nonetheless, he still goes out his way, like gets her flowers or things like that, or like even jewelry at a time. Um, they just have that kind of relationship. Maybe even go on a couple trips together, etc. Like it's very platonic though. But there's a lot of flirty energy, like they're not scared to tell each other, "Oh, you look good, you look handsome or beautiful." But it never goes really much past that. Let's see. Yeah, I feel like both of them thought about this or like being more, but like there's a lot of barriers stopping that from happening. Again, like being in an industry, knowing a lot of the same people, knowing each other's exes even. But yeah, it's just a lot of that going on. They both do. They both want to work on a larger scale together. So like, I don't know if like they thought of mixtapes together or things of that nature. They do value each other very much though, like very sentimental towards each other. Like it's not a relationship where it's like fake or anything. They feel like they can both be real around each other, etc. They probably do go on a lot of trips together, I feel like though. Maybe they just like enjoy each other's company one on one every now and then. But it's always platonic. Um I know some of the fans will be disappointed in that. But I just keep getting the right place, right time, maybe. Um Again, a lot of gifts. Even to each other maybe, like maybe they kind of owe each other something like she may have even gifted him like, "Oh, I appreciate you so much. This is just cuz." They kind of have this mutual respect for one another. And the last card here. Nonetheless, I feel like Drake will always have this like undying love for Nicki at the back of his mind. Like, um, Nicki really has her head on her shoulders. Like, she doesn't really get emotionally involved as far as Drake, but he has this seed planted in the back of his mind. It's like this romantic gestures and romance locked away in his heart. Like, oh, she only gave me a chance, man, I'll make her happy. And he's really genuine about that, to be honest. But nonetheless, she doesn't really see him that way. Last card here is, all in all, I feel like Drake could get his heart broken if he ever really wanted more from Nicki. Because maybe he has been really waiting around, or like trying to keep getting to her, like making an effort on his part, but he would just be left with like spilled milk and like instead of worrying about people who are interested in him. I do feel like Rihanna energy still messes with him too as well. But that's pretty much all I'm getting, you guys, like from this reading. I keep feeling like he expects more, but maybe he just will be let down if he keeps expecting more. But nonetheless, he still, appreciates Nicki as a woman. But yeah, that's it, you guys. Hope you enjoyed it. Peace.